What is going on, guys? It is Dylan, and as of yesterday, a whale opened up a $1 billion 40x long position on Bitcoin with 40x leverage. If you guys have not been paying attention to this or following along at all, then make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to explain why this is so incredibly important for not only a Bitcoin surge, but for alt season as well.
All I hear, go get the money, so I go get it. Hate means I do something right, so I'ma let them.
Alright, if you found any value out of this video, please give it a like, hit that subscribe, and you know what, even if you didn't think you found value out of it, hit that like and subscribe anyways, because one day you are going to get something useful out of this and you are going to benefit from everything we do here on this channel. Now, why is it important that a whale opened a $1 billion long position on Bitcoin with 40x leverage? It's just some rich guy, using his wealth to get money. You know what? Maybe it's not a guy. My bad, I misspoke. It's a rich person that opened up a 40x leverage position. Well, rich people follow other rich people, just saying. And so that means that person's rich friends are also going to move money into Bitcoin. And when big money moves in, the price jumps up. And we've known for a while that institutions, sovereign wealth, governments are all trying to flood money into Bitcoin. And it's all seeming to fall into play at one time. And this person is clearly aware of that. And, Michael Saylor says a few things. And one of the things he says is, if you want to get rich, you buy Bitcoin. If you want to get really rich, you buy Bitcoin with other people's money. And if you want to get insanely rich, you buy Bitcoin with other people's money and you use leverage. Now, this whale is using 40x leverage. That's not something I personally recommend. That's not something I do for sure. But as we're seeing things take off, it's probably the time where it's more likely that it's beneficial to use leverage. It's not financial advice, but I will be using leverage. It's the time where it's most safe, ideally, to use leverage because we know things are going to be jumping. I'll be doing 3x, 5x's consistently. And honestly, I'll be looking at the things that are going to have more gains. I'll be for sure opening up leverage positions on Ethereum constantly, probably on Sol as well, because I know they're going to be jumping as Bitcoin moves up. We're going to see the alts following, and Ethereum and Solana to me are just guaranteed gains. And if I can 3x, 5x those gains, then I'm all for it. And we've got the security of large institutions moving into Bitcoin and looking at a couple of these alts as well. So it's genuinely incredibly reassuring that we see people with money moving into these positions. Now, you think about $1 billion on 40x leverage, it's not a small play. And that means that people with money are aware and certain that Bitcoin is going to jump with the certainty of 40x leverage. Now, maybe they have some liquidation buffer just in case we get a large drop. I would think they probably did that. But what kind of gains are they going to see? Because $1 billion is a lot to get gains on. Well, think about the price was about $105,000 that this whale bought at. That's, they didn't buy at a decent price. Considerably over the years, yes, that's decent. But in the terms of the past 4 months, we saw a dip down below 78,000, right? So 105, they bought pretty high. Well, even just in the past day, since that position was opened, Bitcoin's up to 111, a new all-time high. And so if you think about the gains from 105 to 111 on a 40x leverage, they already made $57 million. And now that's put into perspective of the type of gains that can be made from leverage positions. Now, 40x leverage is a lot. That's a high risk. You probably don't want to do that. Maybe you do. There's more and more certainty every day, which is why this is important. People make money just off following wealthier people's financial moves. This has well been known. That's why there's a Nancy Pelosi stock tracker. People just copy Nancy Pelosi and get wealthy. Yeah, that's true. And so why not move into the more volatile market with the greater potential for large gains? And that's what you're going to see people start to do. And, you're seeing more and more of people not wanting, people that are well into crypto aren't necessarily as inclined to dump large amounts into Bitcoin because they think the room for gains are diminishing. And I would argue that that's just dependent on your time frame, right? We think about Saylor or many other people claim it will get into the 13 million one day. And so what's your time frame? Because like I said, I'll be trading Sol and ETH consistently on leverage because I'm very confident they will grow exponentially quick. Now, Bitcoin's not going to have as much of that crazy jump in the smaller time frame, maybe. But we're going to consistently see it gain. It's going to be gaining over and over. And after the 110 mark, it's going to have another quick jump up before we see a correction. I'm going to throw that out there. I'm pretty certain. Might not happen. Okay, maybe. But I'm very certain. Once we have that correction, then, where's it going to go after? And the real question is, by the time 2025 is over, where's the all-time high going to be? Because 2025 in reality is not even like, who cares about 2025? Think about 2026, right? 2026 is when we'll see all the corrections, ramifications, all the benefits of everything that's been happening in politics and geopolitical economics and everything across the board. Not only if you're in the US, keep in mind, there will be the World Cup next year. That is large money flowing throughout the US, economic growth. There will be the 250th anniversary of the United States. All of these tax reparations, all these tax bills, everything, there will be new crypto legislation. The stablecoin bill is most likely getting passed. Everything is looking incredibly beneficial for crypto. And so if you're starting to use leverage now, getting used to it, you see smart money doing it. Whales are moving money because they know this. They know next year is the year. 2025, you should be setting yourself up, making sure you have everything in place for 2026, because 2026 is the year where things grow, and the whales know this. Be ready for that money to move. Make sure you are ready, you've got things in place, and you're ready to get after it. Because the whales know money is about to be made like never before. And if you want to be a part of that, then again, subscribe, because we will be a part of that. Thank you.